From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go!
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rosen off the play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
You. Hey, goal 66.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wait, that 380. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 3. Alert! Hey, orbit. Check 28.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Oliver. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go, D. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 80. Check 24. 24. Go, let's go. Check out.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Stills the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Noah Spence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check 4. Alert. Smooth.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43. I'm coming.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. 49. Check 49. Check and reload.
Now Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
3 down. Watch number 5. Check. Crunch. Hey, watch it. Hey, check it.
Brady going to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football. able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. It's Rosen going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Blue day. Hey, Alabama.
On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 43. Watch the curve.
Now a give, right side. It's Scott, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wait, that 53. Check, 43. 53, Linda! Hey, Haywood! Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 43 on the mic. Come on, D! Alert! Check 6, guys. Hey, check it. Hey, high 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He hits White, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Wahoo! Alpha! Shadow!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Brady's got his guys first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go up. No, 66. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, echo. Big Sears right here. So we got to step. Let's go. Rip.
Here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's complete. James White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hey, set. 380. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 43. No, 60.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Matchbox lights.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Oliver, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down now, it's Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third and short, Drake. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Watch the safety creep. Hold on.
Hand off to the right side. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's complete to Drake. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, exit. Check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. Mike 6. Mike 6. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Switch up. Mike 6. Mike, 6.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check it. Reload. Hey, hey.
Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch right. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Mike 20.
Regular. I got you.
To throw again. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Boston Scott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bang, bang, bang. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Middle.
Alert. 56. Mike's 56. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he hits Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rosen. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Right there. 56. All right, D. Let's go. All right, D.
On first down, it's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chris Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
53, Mike.
Check pass.
Hug.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On the carry, this is Scott. And shutting him off, now open field. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alabama. 55. Right there in the middle. Hey, seam 6. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. Hey, check it.
To throw, it's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, Foxtrot. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. We own them. We own Bandit. 43 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 43. Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bravo.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Hey, check Mike 6. Come on. Mike 6. I got you. Hey, check Mike. Monday. Monday. Check 24. Check 24.
Rosen just getting the snap off and one. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, dude.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway.
Wait, that 53! 43! Watch the run. Watch the run. Oh, damn it!
Brady gives this to White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
72. Mike 20. Hey, Alpha. Hey, here we go. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Let's put him on the front.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got White here. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Brady now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh, hey, Delta. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Shadow.
To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
On play action, now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tackle. Goal 50. Hey, Charlie. Come on. Come on.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Orbit. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Throw left side, complete. It's Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now it's Rosen looking. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Now he'll escape to it. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Opting to run again here with White. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, complete. Richardson has it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, let's go.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Bottom line, 2-yard gains just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. And he can't get a throw off. He he's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alabama. Switch it. Alert! 25, check 25, check 25. I got it.
Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. You tighten up. Bud. Slam. Sugar. Let me go.
One final try now for Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? making the comeback, and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Miami, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.